Okay, so the first GRPA programming. Okay, so let's see how it's gonna happen. Let me take x equal to 5. So basically, for I in range of x, print of x. So let's what will this print? This will print us. Wait, sorry. Syntax error. Okay, so I should print I. So now this is printing 1 to 4, but I don't want like that. 1 to x plus 1. Okay, so now I have got all the numbers. This will be printing all the numbers, but I need to add these two numbers, right? So if I equal to 2, we need to add the previous digit also. When I equal to 3, we need the sum of the previous digits. Okay, so I'm just giving a variable called as prev equal to 0. I'm just initializing it. Okay, so as we said, let's take another variable called y equal to previous plus I. Okay, so but we need to initiate y also. Y equals 0, previous plus I. Okay, when I is equal to 1, it will give us 1. Y will be having the value of 1. When, okay, now I have to give pre equals I. Okay, now the previous digit will become I. Now let me print and see what's gonna happen. So this is not correct. What is happening here? I equals to 2. Okay. Now let me try something else. Okay, when it is 5, we need to get 35 as output. Okay, now what is happening here? So this is 1 plus 1 plus 2. Now we are going somewhere. Okay, see, now it happens. Okay, now if I give 3, we should get the output. We got the output as 10, and it is the required output. Okay, so let me tell you what happened here. Okay, so when it is 1, okay, then it will go to 2, then it will go to 3. So previous is basically adding all the previous digit numbers. Okay, so y is basically adding the previous numbers with the next value I. Okay, this will be the required code. That's a very easy program. Let's move on to the second GRPA. Okay, so this is very easy. What is this? So we need to print the prime factors of the number. Okay, so wait, GRPA 2. Okay, so let's take x equal to 15. Right, yes, 15, and we need to print 3 and 5, which are the prime factors. So do you know how to find the prime factor, like prime numbers which are between the given number? So we have already we already saw this in the lecture. So it's basically a simple for loop, nested for loop, I would say. and then we need to have a flag equal to true. Okay, then for j in range of x, no, 2 comma I. X plus 1, because we also need to have the given number also. Okay, so we need to take it as x plus 1, and the starting number should be 2. Okay, so this is how it is. If I percentage j equal to 0, then flag will become false. So, and we need to break, because for example, when I input is 4, okay, 4 percentage 2 is equal to 0 means what will happen? It is not a prime number, that's why. Okay, so we are breaking the loop and going for the next value, which is 5, likewise. Okay, so if flag equals true, print of let's give I. Okay, so what will happen now? There is an error. Okay, capital F. Actually, I am using Google Colab, so this is very convenient here. See how many mistakes I'm doing. So we could do like this, or simply just flag is itself enough. Okay, so now we got all the prime numbers. See, 2, 3, 5, 7, 11, 13 and stuff. Okay, so this is how you find the prime numbers. Okay, so now our question is basically asking for factors. Okay, we need to factors. Okay, factors of a number which taken from the input, prime factors. Okay, these are the prime numbers between that, and we need to find the factors. Okay, now any guess how to do it? I'll just give it like this. So this is now, if flag means all these numbers will be giving out, we will get all these numbers. So it's basically simple: x percentage I equal to 0. Okay, this should again be inside of if condition. If x percentage I equal to 0, then print of I. That's it. See, 3 and 5. So when the number is 79, see, it's working. So we got the output as 79. So when it is 78, 2, 3 and 13 should be given as output. 78. Will this work? Yes, super. It's working. Very good. So let's move to the next question. Wow, this question I saw that many people are having doubts, like how to do it and stuff. I'll just give you some hints on how to do it. Okay, this is GRPA 3. Now what is this? What was the question? Okay, we need to accept a string from a user, convert it to a lowercase, print the string in ascending order using loop. Okay, so and there is an additional hint that ignore, it was given in the question. Okay, ignore characters other than alphabets. Okay, so let's take a given string. Let's say that India is my country. Okay, so now tell me how to remove the spaces, or let's say like we are having some special characters and stuff. Okay, so let's convert the string into a what do you call it as special characterless string. Okay, so it's simple, very easy. For I in x, okay, so x equal to I dot is alpha this should be under if condition. If I dot is alpha, so I'm just checking that I is alpha or not. Okay, print of I comma end equals this. Okay, no, I forgot to do this. See, voila. So this is the same string in the same order. We just removed all the extra additional characters which are other than that of the alphabets. Okay, so this is one hint for you guys. Then I give you another hint. Let's say x equal to INDIAN CITUTE Indian Institute. Okay, so how to do this in a lexicographic manner? So I'll give you the hint. X equal to x dot x dot sorted of list of x. Okay, I suppose I'm correct. Let's see what's gonna happen. Print of x. Maybe I'm wrong, maybe I'm right. Let's see. Oh god. See. Okay, now this works. So what this code basically does is that the given x is actually a string. We are converting it into a list, and then the list is being sorted in like I guess you know what is happening. So basically A is lower than D, the smaller letters, or so this is how the computer takes the value as A. So A will be smaller, B, C, D. This is called as ASCII values. Okay, you would learn more about the upcoming things. Okay, now this has, so if it is A, let's suppose A is having the value of 63 or something, B will be 64, C will be 65 or something. I'm not sure about the value, but this is how it will sort it. Okay, now see, we don't need like this. If I'm printing X, it will print like this, but we need to have something kind of the same way, right? So in this case, what should I do? So wait, what should I do? Let's do like this. For I in X, print of I comma end equal to, okay, I guess, come on baby, yes, it works. Let us print from okay, D C D A. Okay, so see, completely this has been completely in the reverse order. Okay, now let's see what's gonna happen. See, A B C D, and this is giving in a sorted as in alphabetical order. If we are giving some other stuff, blah blah blah, so again see, it's giving us in the required way. So these are the hints. I'm not gonna give you the exact answer, just try to merge with these are the logical part. Okay, so what is the next? Accept the string from the user and display the characters located on the prime index 2 3. Okay, this is also, again, you need to use the prime numbers. Okay, so they are given the string as hello Python, HELLO PYTHON. Was there a space? No space. Okay, so this is the exact output, and exact input. We need to print the things on on the prime on the index which are the prime numbers. Okay, so 0 1 2 2 we are having L L, so 4 5 we are having P, 6 7 we are having T. Okay, so how should we do that? Again, for I in range of, now here something different, length of x. See, we are starting from 2 comma length of x, that should be x plus 1. No, length of x, we'll get that number as 15, that should be fine. Then again the same thing as how we did for the prime numbers. So we are having flag equal to FALSE, false. Then for I in range of, again 2 comma I, this is a very easy thing. What happened? Sorry, give me a second. 2 comma I, if I percentage j equal to 0. So if you are keep practicing, you would understand what is happening here, you would understand the concept. I if I percentage j equal to 0, then flag will become, oh god, see, I made a mistake again. So initially the flag will be true. Okay, when it is divisible by numbers other than that of 1 and itself, the flag will become false and we would break the loop. Okay, so now let me see what is happening. Okay, if flag print of I, invalid syntax. So line number 2, there is an invalid syntax. I in range of length of x. Okay, I didn't close the bracket here. Wow. Okay, what is going wrong here? Okay, so see, I forgot this. This should be J. See, I'm making so many mistakes. Okay, 2 3 5 7. So now we got the we got the numbers. Okay, now it's very easy. Print of x of I. That's it, I guess. So if you are doing this, it will be working. So similarly, you just I guess you can understand what is the logic here. So we need to find the prime numbers between the length of the string, then print the character at the prime numbers. Okay, so if it is 2, it means you should print the second character, at the index of 2. Okay, 2 3 4 2 3 5 7 11, something kind of that. Okay, so this is how you do the 4th GRPA. Now let's move on to the 5th one. 5th one is good. Okay, so accept a phone number from the user as a string. Wait, so let me just copy paste my code. Should I copy paste my code? Okay, I got all the code here, but let me try and solve it myself again, so it would be a benefit for me. Okay, so I'm just accepting a phone number, x equal to, let's say some number 98 something blah blah blah. Okay, this is a 10-digit number. Okay, so what is the first condition? The number should start with 6 7 8 9. Okay, the second condition is basically number should be of the length of the number should be 10. Okay, so let's go for condition 1. Okay, hashtag condition 1. So condition 1 is basically it should start with 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, so how would we do that? So y equal to so condition, let's take like condition 1 equal to what is it? So what is it? Yes, let us convert it into a string. Okay. Before that, I'm just converting x into a string and storing it in a different variable. Condition 1 is x of y of 0 equal to 6, right? Or y of 0 to 7, or y of y of 0 equal to 8. Okay, this is a string now, so we should change it to as a string. But remember, x is still an integer. Okay, so y of 0 equal to 9. Okay, so let's try and print it. Okay, print of condition 1. Okay, so there is an invalid syntax. Okay, so what is the problem here? Okay, wait, I'm just gonna mark this as a print of y. Okay, now it is printing a string. Then print of y of 0. Let's see. Okay, see, I forgot an or here. I forgot to put an or. So this could be the reason. See, it's a trial and error. Coding, you will do this. You do like this. See, the first condition is satisfying. Okay, so if suppose the starting digit was 5, the condition 1 will become false. Okay, this is the condition 1. Okay, now tell me, do you get how I found my error? It's basically, I was trying to check whether everything is working properly or not. So I printed y here, y, so I got the number, exact number. Then y of 0, I got it as 9, and then I was checking for, okay, until then everything was smooth. Okay, then that means the error is in the next line. So here, so I found out I didn't put the or here, so now I found out and it is working perfectly. So what is the second condition? The length of the number should be 10. Okay, hashtag condition 2. What is that? Length is 10. So let's do that. Condition 2 equals length of y. Okay, because I'm already having I converted this x into a string and stored it in the variable y, so I just need to find the length of y equal to 10. So I'm just comparing, and this will store the condition to be a bool value. Okay, if this is true, condition 2 will be true. If this is false, condition 2 will become false. Now let's try and print both the conditions. COND condition 1 comma condition 2. So let's see whether both the things work for this number. Actually, very good. See, the number starts with 5. So the first condition fails and the second condition passed because it is of length 10. Okay, so let's change it to 9. Okay, now see, the first condition is first condition passes and the second condition fails. Okay, so this is a very interesting program. So when it starts with 9 or 8 or 7 or 6, and if it is of length 10, then it works. Okay, number should not have any digit repeated more than 5 times in consecutive manner. Okay, okay. So I would suggest, I would like you to give an intro to another thing. X equal to let's say ALPHABET alphabet. Okay, so I'll give another string method. Print of x dot count of a. No, it should be a string. Now what will happen? See, 2, because we are having 2 times a in this. 1 2 3 4 5 6. So I have given another 6 times. 6 plus 2 should be 8. So let's see. 8. Very good. So I guess you can understand what this thing does. So this basically counts the given string inside of this. Okay, so this is, you should relate this to here. Okay, when x equal to the condition basically says any digit repeated more than 5 times in a consecutive manner. Okay, it's a consecutive manner, so that means I guess we can use a for loop here. 5 5 5 5. Okay, so 5 times it's allowed. So if it goes to 6 times, then it should print as false. So how to check this? I'm still wondering. Actually, I solved it earlier. I'm just still wondering. Okay, let me see how to do it. So we need to count the number of this. Okay, so let's take it as count. Let's have a variable called count equal to 0. For I in x, if I. So initially let's have okay, let's take a previous number because we are gonna compare the first number with the previous number, right? So initially let's take previous equal to 0. For I in, if I equal to prev, but previous number should be an integer. Sorry, a string. Note that. Okay, so I equal to print prev count equal to, so count plus equal to 1. We are just, if both are having, if both the previous numbers and the next number are of the same value, then we are going to increment the count. Okay, so let me try and print the count. Print count. So what will happen here? Something is fishy. Okay, see. Okay, I need to change it now. Prev equal to I. So now let's see. Again. So then, okay, now how to find the error? I just try to print prev. It is not printing anything. Oh god. For I next. Okay. Count as 0. What is the error? What am I doing here? It is not printing anything.